Will 10 minutes a day for 100 days grow my skills from beginner to master? Let's see.
10 minutes a day for 100 days. This is day 21 of stake.us. Let's jump in right to it. Let's collect our daily bonus as we do every single day. And let's get into some crash. We're going to go stake originals here. And crash. And let's jump in again. Let's go auto. And let's go 100 gold coins. Whoops. Let's cash out at 5. On win, let's reset. On loss, let's increase by 100. And let's jump in on this next play here. We're likely going to lose the next couple ones. But if you look here, we've got a couple of high numbers. There's four of them out of the last 12 that have been higher than 5.0. So I'm hoping that we can at least get there pretty soon. And I personally like strategies like this where I don't have to sit there and hit that crash button. Let me actually put some of this in the vault, because I forgot. Let's do 10,000 in the vault, since that's what we collected today. So we are actually at, there we go. So now we're actually at our 100,000 number. And yeah, I like these kind of strategies here because I don't like sitting here and being super anxious trying to click cash out or anything like that. I'd rather not have to sit here and hover over this button. I'd rather it do the work while I just kind of sit here and watch. Now we have lost 3 in a row now. Or is it 4? I think it might be 3 or 4 in a row. So anything that we do make back once we hit that 5.0 is going to be awesome. We did crash again at 3.42, which for some people that is a big win. That is a really big win. For us, we are just running with a different strategy where we don't necessarily need that much attention to it. I did watch a little bit of some other videos of people playing Crash on stake and on other games, and a lot of those strategies revolve around hovering that cash out button with a high dollar amount invested, and they'll try to cash out at 1.2 or 1.4 or 1.6. I'm not necessarily a fan of that. Now, it would be great if I could just say, all right, 100,000 gold coins on one hit, and all I need is one hit, and then walk away. But I'm not interested in that. I'd rather spend 10 minutes a day and just kind of balance this thing out and see how it goes over time. And like I mentioned, I am playing with gold coins and not stake cash. These gold coins are basically free money. You can't put it in your bank account. You can't take it out. But with the stake cash, you can do that. You can cash out, throw it in your bank account. If you are interested in doing that, I would definitely use the link in the description to set up a stake.us account. Log in every single day. You get a bonus. It'll help me out, as well as anything you bet, you'll get a little bit back on your bets. I think, I'm not sure. And then to put that money in your bank account, use the Coinbase account, which is also in the link in the description. You'll get entered for a chance to win 1 full Bitcoin, as well as it'll support me and support my channel. You can also use other cryptocurrencies and invest in that other way, but that's my main use for this, is using it for stake. And so far we are only up by 6,600. We did lose, 4 times in a row now, and so this is number 5. If we hit 5.0 here, we'll make a decent return. If not, then we will double our investment once again. and see what happens. We are at 2.55 that crashed there. Excuse me. So that is 3,200 gold coins invested. 3,200 gold coins invested, and we need to get to that 5.0 mark. Otherwise, we're going to start losing pretty big here very soon, because we are still above our 100,000 starting point, 100,000 gold coin starting point. We're still above that, which is awesome, but now we are not going to be. We are dropping down to 97,000 gold coins, so we just got to try to see what happens here. I think we can get to that 5.0, but that is 6 losses in a row. I really don't want to do more than that. I think we have 8 losses in us potentially, maybe 10. I don't know the exact math, but with this strategy, it's more about how many times can you lose instead of how many times do you win. Whereas a lot of other strategies I've seen on YouTube are about how much you can win and with how little effort, if that makes sense. I'm more interested in the consistency, and we made it 5.0 cash out there. We made 32,000 gold coins, which puts us up puts us up 29,000 gold coins total, which is an awesome place to be. Because imagine if that was state cash. If that was $1, we would have made $32 on the one hit, which would have been just absolutely awesome. So I am playing these gold coins like I would with state cash. So once I've got $10 in state cash, I will be investing 1 penny, which is the equivalent to 100,000 gold coins, and investing 100 gold coins. So it's basically, I'm just trying to practice what it's going to be like, what it's going to look like. And thus far, it is looking and feeling pretty amazing. But if I recall, with my last strategy, I did lose everything on day 5 or 6, if I remember correctly. I don't remember the exact day. It's been 21 days of this, so I don't remember the exact day or what happened on that time, but I do remember I lost everything after a couple of days of doing this. And so we will see what happens after a couple more days of gold coins. We did lose 3 times in a row there, and that is all acceptable. We are up to 800 gold coins invested. So we just need to see what happens here. I'm not a super fan of the anxiety-based play with Crash. I'd rather just set it and forget it in a way, just knowing that eventually it will balance out for me. So we will see what truly happens, because I really don't know what's going to happen here. Yep, crashed at 3.01, so that is 5 times in a row we've lost. So we're at 3,200 gold coins invested. So we've got a few more that we can lose, and since our bankroll of that 100,000 was 129,000, we can now lose more often before we are going to be at a complete loss. So we've maybe got 2 or 3 more than we would have at just the 100,000 mark. So there it crashed again at 2.98. That is now 6 times in a row we lost, and we are investing 6,400 gold coins. Let's see if we can get to that 5.0 mark. I think that we can usually get to that 5.0 every maybe 10 times or so. We can get to that point. I think every 10 times makes sense of getting to that 5.0. So as long as we can do that, I think that we will be sitting in a good spot. Now, this is all randomized. This is still gambling. So yeah, there we go. So that was number 7 out of the last that was 7 of number 7 of the last rolls that we did hit that 5.0. So we are up to 148,200 gold coins, which is an awesome place to be at. We are going to be losing a couple of times here, just like it is, just like it does, and that is completely okay with me, simply because the return is going to be worth it at getting 5 times the invested amount, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome to make 5 times your investment. Now, it's not actually 5 times your investment, because every time you lose, that does go into that total amount invested. So as of right now, we do have 700 gold coins invested, and if we do get it 5.0, we would have 2,000 gold coins in return. So we only really made 1,300, which is still really awesome. It's a really awesome number. So we're gonna just let this keep going here. I think we've got, I don't know, I think we'll probably lose a few more times, quite a few more times actually, before we make another big win, and we'll just see what happens. We are at 3.3 though, 3.5, 3.4.0, so we might hit 5.0 right here. We might do it, and we do. So 4,000 gold coins, and I think that's a pretty good place to stop. I think we can stop autoplaying. We are up by 50,000, so essentially we didn't double our money, but we used 100,000 gold coins to make 50,000 gold coins, which is we didn't use all 100,000, but it is a pretty good return for us. So why don't we throw into the vault, throw this 50,800 into the vault, so that tomorrow when we come back, we will have our 100,000, and then I'm actually going to just throw another 10,000 in there, so that tomorrow we can just use whatever we've got in there. So we've got 564,000 gold coins in our vault, and then let's see, we've got $6.99 of state cash. Excuse me. So once we hit that about $10 mark, we are going to try to transfer this same strategy over to stake cash and see what happens there. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment, and share. It definitely helps me out and helps the channel. Also, join along for the journey. It'll be a pretty big deal once we get this thing really rolling.